Okay, so I am for Mitt Romney being the next president because Obama made many promises in the beginning of his career or his campaign, and he failed to fulfill many of those promises. And he makes the same promises now in the recent convention, and he made promises he already failed to fulfill. And under Barack Obama, the unemployment and the stock market has been terrible. The economy it's crashed and has been just completely terrible. And though he did not inherit the easiest hand, it hasn't really helped it too much, and it has gotten worse over time. So, and military presence is also weakened. He kind of tried, although it wouldn't make sense, he kind of tried negotiating more under like George W. Bush. We were more of a power, and not to say that we should try to control the whole world, but it is important that we are protected and people don't just think they can walk over us and everything. And in a recent speech, he said that people hardworking, that just because you work hard and all this doesn't mean that you're not he said basically you're not the reason that you're successful, because there's a bunch of hardworking people. And that's pretty, I don't know, I don't really think that is too good of a thing to say to American people who are struggling, because you should be encouraging hard work. And he said that it's not just you that's the reason you're successful, and really hard work. And if you know anyone in your family who has worked hard, and has maintained their family, that their hard work is what got them there. And though they may have many opportunities, it's their determination and hard work is what really got them to this point. And that's what America needs. I think that mindset that you can work hard and regain your economy and regain a job. And yeah, so that's why I'm for Mitt Romney.
So I am against Mitt Romney because he will bring his religious views into politics, and that's never good. You shouldn't mix politics and religious views. He's young, and we need someone who is experienced. He'll make a lot of mistakes since he hasn't gotten the experience that most candidates have. Obama is a more experienced leader out of the two of them, and he can learn from his past mistakes. But I believe neither Romney nor Obama is perfect for office because they are both unjust to it.
Okay, so now is the crossfire. Both of you stand up. 3 minutes. Go ahead.
That's what it said. You just said that Barack Obama, the reason he's would be better is because Mitt Romney is young, but Barack Obama, you know how old he is?
He's like 50.
No, he's not. He's in his 40s.
Well, how old is Mitt?
I'm actually not sure, but I'm pretty sure he's above his 40s. I'm almost positive.
He's pretty young.
I think he's older than Barack Obama. I'm not sure though. I can't be positive. But Barack Obama, regardless, is still very young too.
He has more experience than the president.
He has more experience, but his experiences haven't necessarily been the best. And just because someone experienced, they're saying some of the best presidents, just because they weren't experienced and they came into office, that they wouldn't be able to do well, even though throughout history, presidents who were unexperienced have done well.
Would you say that Obama was put in a very difficult position because of our economy, how it was before?
He was put in a difficult position, but regardless, he had the opportunity, or he should have been taking opportunities to make it better, and it has not gotten better over time. So
there's not much you can do.
There is something, that's a terrible idea to have a president and just say there's not much he can do, because that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to help the American people, and he's supposed to make better jobs, and make the economy better.
Are you looking at the negatives instead of the positives though?
Yes, I am, because I'm looking at the negatives in this president, and I'm looking at why he shouldn't be and why we need a new president.
Shouldn't we be focusing on the negative or the positives instead of the negatives?
What positives?
I can't think of anything right off.
Alright, well, I can think of negatives off the top of my head. So.
Everyone can think of negatives off their head.
So why can't you think of positives?
Because they don't talk about positives in the news, do they?
Okay, well, okay. And religious views, why do you think that Mitt Romney would bring his religious views into the office? Why do you think that would be such a bad influence on the office?
Well, you don't want to mix religious views with political views, and most people do.
Okay, so you could say Barack Obama did that too then before he got into office, because he's
okay,
his
so
faith.
he did. Oh well.
All right, and just Mitt Romney is Mormon, and their mindset's not necessarily bad. He's definitely not against the military, if that would be a thing, maybe being too passive with military, but that's definitely not him. And
so he does have pass laws.
Yeah, so does Obama though. Obama.
So does, I didn't say Obama didn't die.
Okay, but you're arguing for Obama.
I'm arguing against Mitt Romney, not for him.
Okay, yes. And so you have any questions?
No, I do not. Do you have any questions?
Well,
Statements?
really know what else to say.
Okay, go ahead and sit down. 1 minute until, you have 1 minute of prep.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now.
No, because if he did it earlier, he would have gotten more. No, that's not necessarily.
Yeah, so
No, I put Robin this.
Seriously, why would you have people that have to
Alex, number one.
I wish I was
Right, no game plan. Yeah. Get your
Okay, so I am for Romney being for office because Obama has failed to make his promises that he initially promised, and still says he will fulfill them, even though he hasn't in the past 4 years. And the unemployment in stock and the whole economy is terrible right now, and we need a change because Obama's change hasn't really worked too well. And our military presence has been weakened, and it's definitely, like I said, it's not something we should be trying to control the world, but we definitely should be at least having a presence. And she didn't say anything about how Obama failed to fulfill the promises or how the unemployment rate has been so bad with the previous presidency, and that's a big argument about why Romney should be, because it's only between Barack and Romney. So, and then about how it's hung out for hard work, he kind of says that it's not really you who's giving you the good job, it's more that like your luck, which is just a bad mindset when you're trying to get out of a bad economy. And she said like religious views into politics, like bringing, is that it? Yeah. Okay.
So close.
Okay, so I'm against Mitt Romney. That doesn't mean I'm for Obama, but I believe that Mitt Romney will bring his religious views into politics, and my opponent said that he wouldn't, and that there's no guarantee. But how does he know that he won't? Most people mix politics and religion. Mitt Romney is young, and we need someone who's experienced, and we need someone who is experienced and knows what they're doing and will do what's right. We need our military has weakened, but that doesn't mean it can change. We can always make it better, I guess. So, yeah.
Okay, give him a hand.
Can the class vote on this one too?
What?
Can the class vote on this one
Yeah.
too?
Well,
Can it be